Bichon picks up, and they've got a short field. They've got another goal. It's tied up at 12. I cannot believe what I'm seeing
Can
here.
Lola Dam chase that one down? That is a score for Hartlinger Elferkel. Fantastic run by Julia Lutz.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge.
And we believe that that requires knocking down the paywall.
We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch, and we want them to go viral.
When you become a member, you enable us to improve our working relationships with tournament organisers, events and federations.
And you'll help us to produce live stories for Ultimate fans, and to generate new fans with our enhanced content.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts, and we want to bring you coverage on a more consistent basis. We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Ciao ragazzi, support the community.
Let's subscribe ULTI.TV. There's lots of the videos, posting, everything. Check it out. They are the best one. Woo!
If you want to grow Ultimate Sports, become a member of ULTI.TV.
Regardez ULTI.TV. Deviens membre d'ULTI.TV et fais grandir ta communauté.
Stop ULTI.TV تلمه eroginkime Ultimate vendromena. Si quieres ayudar a ULTI.TV, puedes ser miembro de ULTI.TV.
Everyone, follow ULTI.TV on Instagram, on YouTube. They've got everything.
Best content.
Like their pictures if you love Frisbee. Just do it.
We're counting on you.
Bli medlem på ULTI.TV.
Became member
of ULTI.TV.
Mamma mia.
Contribue au développement d'Ultimate avec ULTI.TV.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
We want to grow Ultimate.
we want to grow Ultimate. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We have our signature style 2-camera setup,
With thousands of hours of experience,
and our crew is globally dispersed to facilitate coverage everywhere around the world. We can also scale back our broadcast with just one elevated camera, or scale up with 2 fields, 2 cameras, and 2 commentators on each.
we work with local teams and we all have the same mission, to grow the sport and bring it to new people by providing live coverage and new stories.
Become a member today on our Patreon page.
And fund our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories, ideas and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Welcome back to ULTI.TV's coverage of EUC 2023 Women's Division action coming for you now with France versus Belgium in this power pool stage matchup. Lou Burgess alongside Charlotte Terrasson. Our first ever game together, very exciting.
So excited to commentate with you, Luke.
So Belgium starting off on offense. Deep shot goes up into the end zone, well run down. And a phenomenal start for the women from Belgium.
What a start. That is a fast offense, straight to the point. Clean hold for Belgium to start this game against France. Both of these teams had the same path so far in these pool games, power pool games. I mean, both teams won over Sweden, but had a tough loss against Italy. We talked a bit with the coaches. Belgium a bit disappointed of how they played. They could have done better knowing the talents they have on the team. So I bet they are hungry now for that game to get a good matchup against France. France on the other side, the coaches are more, they told me that they're more taking it step by step. It's like, let's take each game as it is and seeing how the team evolves, which is a thing I really like, is you cannot predict everything that is going to happen during a whole week of championship. So just take games, days, day by day, game by game, and adapt with time.
Well, short pull from the Belgians. Mondio, pick up for France. Shoots infield, bounces off the chest, and good recovery. Number 22, Fortinier. Runs into the end zone for the score. Fantastic work from France. They also answer with a clean hold, one apiece.
That is also pretty fast offense and did a bit of a fumbling. I almost thought that we will have a drop, a cold blood drop, and no worries. Elizabeth Fretinier got the disc and got also the goal after that. Run straight to the end zone. And let's have a replay of this. Chloé Vallet for the assist to Fretinier. 1-1 on this early stage. No turnover to be seen so far.
Elizabeth Fretinier with the score. Her sister Anne-Cécile Fretinier, also on this team, the number 17.
We're pretty lucky with the weather today. We've had a very strong start of the championship with so much rain and wind, and yesterday, it's a little breeze and sun in Limerick. Enjoyed for this lovely game provided to you by ULTI.TV.
Sunny Limerick, unironically for once. Although the locals will tell you that it's always sunny there. When you show up, it rains. I'm sure I believe them. So zone from France. Working it around the back. Let's complete that pass. Throwing the assist at the previous point. And it's forcing many more passes out of the Belgians this time of asking. Nice big gainer down the sideline. It's collected by Reberick. Back to Peters. Another slicing shot down the sideline. Delafontaine has to go backwards.
Oh!
Sails harmlessly into the ground. Joanne Szaszewska cannot come down with that. France with a break opportunity. The zone working out nicely for them, generating that turnover. Huglet pops it high over the back of the stack. Somehow works out. Becker with the disc. Pops it back. Brugolier on the end zone line. France keeps swinging the disc. Rollo into the end zone for the score. And France only need one opportunity. They get the turn and they punch in the break. 2-1.
A first and simple mistake by Belgium, automatically punished by French players who used this opportunity to get the first break of the game, swung the disc back and forth and in front of the end zone to get an open cut, finally on the break side, and scored that first break.
If you spot that light blue media shirt in the French huddle, Lorcan Murray turning his commentary talents to the production team on our roaming camera for this one.
Multi-skilled man.
And an excellent shot of the number 27 shirt of Salomé Roulet. Brought to you by Lorcan Murray and his roaming camera. So there's another shot of the assist. Bertrand.
Happy to get a break so early in this game. It was the first turnover and automatically turned into a break. So again, Belgium with the offense.
Yep, advantage France. And they opt to go for the zone once again. Let's see if Belgium have a better answer to it on this occasion. They did well the last point until that unforced error. And another error in the backfield. This gives France a 0 yards field to work with.
In a much more dangerous position, this turnover.
Set with the disc for France. Pops it into the end zone, and that is an easy score for Petitbon.
That is a one-pass break for France. Second break, 3 points in a row. 3-1 for France. That is a pretty good start. I don't know what happened. Where are these mistakes coming from? Belgium had a pretty clean hold on the first possession of the disc, and then pressure?
Well,
what do you think?
They managed to score in 4 passes in the first point. After a comfortable start, they have crumbled against this French zone. I think they just haven't been able to adjust to the zone yet. They certainly have the disc skills and the game knowledge and the experience to deal with it, but
we saw how they played against Germany on one of our streams. Belgium did amazing. They worked it out so well. By the end, in the middle of the game, they had a bit of struggle where Germany just gained the advantage that Belgium couldn't retrieve. But they did give us a beautiful show and showed the skills, the talented players they have on that team.
So Belgium, third attempt against this zone. They really need to punch this point in, not let this game run away from them. Nolf, however, throws that disc straight into a French defender, and they are off to the races, wasting no time. They want to get this game over with and go have a rest. Belgium recovering on defense now, though. Bertin with the disc. High over to the far side of the end zone, but
oh my!
I thought that was too far for Lille Petitbon, but I was wrong.
Not too far for her layout. What a shot. I didn't understand exactly where Valentin was going with that one, but now I know, we all know. Petitbon for the goal, and that is another break. 3 breaks in a row. They are definitely using their momentum, and I think that this timeout called by Belgium is a good one because they need.
And as you might expect, Belgium have called a timeout. Having been scored on 4 points in a row, 3 breaks in a row. Emphatic start for France. Such confidence with that throw, trusting Petitbon in the space. So, let's see what Belgium can draw up. at the end of this timeout. It's quite the mountain to overcome. But don't go anywhere, we'll be right back after this. So we are back. First half of this women's division power pool matchup as that pool sails out of bounds very early. France up 4-1. Emphatic start. Belgium have absolutely no answers for France's zone.
A strong defense from France indeed. They're putting a big pressure, forcing these mistakes on the Belgian side.
So Charlotte Pieter with the disc for Belgium. Very short field to work with. They'll be really disappointed if they can't convert this possession with such good position to start with. And a big layout attempt, but Eva Maxence with the catch, but immediately throws into space, and none of her teammates were there. So France get the turnover once again. They've punched in every goal, first time of asking so far this game. See if they can do that again. Swing infield to Petitbon. Caught that amazing layout score at the end of the last point. But that is a stone cold drop from Labelaise.
Oh.
Big pressure on the defense in France though. They want this disc back. Not pleased with themselves for giving it up. But Belgium working round the back. Reborek goes Peters. Across to Maxent. And a high disc into the end zone is brought down. Belgium hold their offense and get their second point on the board.
Here it is, a point for Belgium, holding their offense. They needed this. They needed to stop the rolling of the French defense. They had 3 breaks in a row. Good for Belgium. They managed to get that offense and stop it. Great job retrieving the disc after a big pressure from the D-line of France. Belgium O-line shows that they can do it as well. And one hold. It is still 4-2 advantage to the French girls, who put that effort, extra effort for the advantage earlier. Now job is for the D-line of Belgium, who needs to really put up the gas and give it all to get some discs back for a break.
Yes, Belgium still down by 3 breaks. But the comeback could start here. Has to start somewhere. Mondial. Opts for the reset. Valet. Back in field to Le Bon. Valet once again. Mondial on the far side. Swings far side. 4 handlers back against this zone. Babacan. Pivots round the back. And the disc slips out of the hand. Bit of discussion about a foul.
We had a bit of contact, too much for the player. Who Spirit Captain Langlois is coming to help with the translation. Apparently Babylon not happy that she couldn't get her pivot due to maybe mark too close. I mean, trying to figure out what they're saying with the body language.
It's not totally obvious.
So indeed, in the rules, you're supposed to let the player with the disc at least one disc space from their pivot and any part of their body. So if you're unable to make a proper pivot, that is probably because the mark is too close. Now, the thing is, you're not allowed as a offensive player to bump into your mark. So let's maybe have replays. See what happened. Or players agree to contest.
Okay, so France will maintain possession and the stall count will not reset. So Barbican with the disc for France, being marked by Noels for Belgium. So Stoll coming in on 6. Well, that throw to Mondio is too low. And Belgium get their first break opportunity of the game. Big defensive pressure from Barbican. But Noels maintains possession. Upfield to Advilel. Belper with the disc.
Ooh.
Good catch from Maria Castillo. Maria not able to reel that one in. The throw was too far. So break chance wasted, and France immediately shoot deep. That throw from Mondio will sail harmlessly out of bounds.
That's the most turnovers we've seen so far. I mean, the whole line of France had no turn at all. We've seen them only once, actually, so you never know. The last one was clean hold, already 2 turns now.
Well, Belgium have been given more opportunities than they were perhaps expecting after that first turnover. They need to work it down the pitch though. Good high grab. Immediately goes deep. And once again, the disc sails harmlessly out of bounds.
Very ambitious throws here from Homberger, aiming to her teammate Belper, but that is just too much out of bounds. No play can be done on this disc. And France is again retrieving their offensive disc possession.
Looks like the disc went out just about brick mark level. Mondio for France. Doesn't have much downfield. Goes for a expansive shot to Babacan in the middle, wide open in space, and the shot to the end zone is brought down. Raymond with the score. Some Belgian players did collide in the middle of the pitch, but no call is made, and France secure the hold.
I mean, what a vision from, first thing first, what a vision from Mondio to get that inside shot reaching for Babican and holding their offense. On the other hand, that was a huge bump into each other from the Belgians. Maria Castillo running into the action to try to get a hand for the defense and colliding into her teammates, Florine Croquet. I'd say, I don't know if you could call a pick on this one, because this is actually the definition of a pick. You cannot follow your player due to a collision or avoiding a collision. So let us know, what do you think in the live chat? Do you think that is available as eligible to be called a pick?
Well, all that matters is no call was made and the goal stands. So Belgium looking to stop this game running away from them. They had a good point last time they were on offense, but having to work against this French zone again. Working it around the back. Johannes Snitzanza dumping back to Peters. On the sideline. Finally, they escape the clutches of the zone to the middle of the field. A bit more space to work with now. Some dribbling action down this near side. From Heki. Goes back. And swing to the middle for Peters. Far side. Della Fortier.
Oh, what? She wanted to fake and lost possession of the disc.
Perhaps some sweaty hands in this actually quite warm Limerick sun for once.
Clothes are not used anymore to be sweaty from the sun. They're just wet of the water of the rain.
But France almost give it right back.
Daba here to save the day.
Yeah, good pickup. Goes infield to Gomez. Belgium sticking with tight match defense. But France working around it nicely. Deep shot into the end zone.
Oh,
Is caught
wow.
inbounds. Pauline Rigler gets the score.
What a shot from Barentin to Rigolier. She really gave it all. No need for layouts when you got the legs to run. And so perfectly put in the back of the end zone. That was a millimeter aimed shot. So beautiful. Cut her completely alone. Rigolier let her opponent behind. Barentin, she has strong hawking skills, like very good handler, and showing on the live stream for you fans at home watching them play how well she can throw those big sidearms. Or backhand. Was it a backhand?
It was
I don't
a
remember.
forehand. Here's the replay.
Big sidearm.
Well run down in the back of the end zone.
Very
keeping
proper shot.
toes in bounds. So pull goes up for France. Belgium fumble fielding it. They get underway, and here's the deep shot, looking for Maria Castillo in the end zone. Not quite in the end zone, but she does catch it. Confident two-handed grab. Working it around the back now. France have recovered. And there's the shot into space. Maria Castillo does get the score eventually. And that is some confident offense from Belgium. They get their third point of the game.
We already know from the previous championships and other tournaments that Castillo is for sure a receiver you can rely on, and she proves it every time, providing layouts, skies, whatever needed. And here I really liked how she adjusted her run. She was absolutely not running in this direction, but so that the disc would be shorter, and just automatically cut back, not hesitating to shorten her run, even though that means she's not in the end zone, but that also means she got the disc. Really good reflex. Great job from Belgium getting that clean hold. And this is a 6-3 game so far.
There's the replay of the score. Castillo plays her club ultimate with Yaka. Of course, we saw her tearing it up for them in their London Invite win a few weeks before this tournament, beating the GB women's side in that contest. So Mondiaux with the disc of France once again. On offense this time. Comes near side to Valet. Down the line. And then in field. Valet. Looking for something. Goes to Mondiaux on the far side. And shot into the end zone.
Oh.
Low layout grab. Secures the score. And France answer right back with a clean hold of their own.
Le Bon Nanou showing some layout skills. She got it. She got the score for France. We know that France also already came to Limerick earlier this season at the Siège of Limerick. And I think that is a really good choice as a preparation tournament to already get used to the weather, to the atmosphere, to everything. Not the only one, obviously. They also went to Windmill, which I think is important to have several tournaments, preparation, and reach the final at Windmill as well.
Well, yes, they were at Siege of Limerick earlier this year, looking to prepare for the weather, although that weekend I was there playing in the Open Division. The weather that weekend was shockingly good for Limerick that time of year, much earlier in the year, start of March.
I mean, obviously in March is better weather than in July. Logic, Limerick weather.
I was there to prepare the university team that I coach for the shocking weather we were expecting at Uni Nationals in the UK, but Limerick did not deliver. The weather was not windy, not rainy, just overcast, a little bit cold. Completely different to the conditions we see here. So zone again from France, gets the work job done. First pass turnover from Belgium. That's not how they drew it up. And France with a chance to take half. Just a few meters outside the end zone now. Petitbon into the end zone, pops out of the hands, can't receive it on the second effort. Debon will be kicking herself for that one. High pass over the top. But Belgium maintain possession, working out of their end zone now. Now they're making some progress. Swing to this near side, it's a bit high, but brought down by Kromecki, and another excellent rescue grab as Belgium continue to eat up the yards. Getting ever closer, just around the brick mark now. Kromecki shoots into the end zone, multiple players underneath it, but that is sailed right out the back. And such calm, patient offense goes unrewarded.
Yeah, they found their momentum. They had that flow going that they missed at the beginning of the point, causing a turnover. They found it, and that was just out of patience throw, I'd say. That flow was really good, and they should have kept this, especially with the wind picking up during the point. You don't want to go with the risky, higher, longer throws.
Yeah, there were many French defenders around the disc, even if it didn't sail out of bounds. But France now having to work against the Belgium zone. Push back into their end zone at the moment, though. As Belgium, Noëls almost gets a piece of that. Stall count rising. The Belgium sideline getting loud. Calling for the defensive pressure to be ramped up. France still in their own end zone, unable to make any progress.
They're really struggling to get out of this big pressure from Belgium.
In their back corner now. Nothing going on downfield. Stall count rising. Shot into the middle of space. And the continuation downfield. All it took was one moment. And France looking in a much better position now. They'll feel a lot more relaxed, much more space to work with. Rollet.
Silent screaming to call a timeout. That's not Roulet's plan.
Shot to the end zone is good. What a throw.
And she's probably happy she didn't call that timeout, rather go for the Hail Mary shot, high stall. That was a risky one, but they found Daba in the end zone for the score. What a long point. That was intense, a lot of pressure in the French end zone, so close to Callahan with the Belgian cap. But France managed to get the deepest shot to get out of this dangerous situation. And I don't know if a timeout is called.
No, there's 8-3, so half time to France. That one bailout shot was all they needed. So as the players take a break, we will as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly for the second half of this women's division matchup.
We are Hive Ultimate, a group of players and coaches from all over the world working together to progress the next generation of Ultimate strategy. We've helped top teams win world championships and new teams introduce the sport in a fun and inclusive way. Search for Hive Ultimate on YouTube to learn more about our cutting-edge strategies and to see analysis of world-class teams. To find out what Hive can do for your team, head over to our Patreon page where you can gain access to our exclusive drills and session plans and to join our worldwide community of coaches. Get ahead of the curve with Hive Ultimate.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
Welcome back to the second half of this women's division power pool play matchup here at EUC 2023. As we take a look at the stats from that first half, France 8-3 with 5 breaks to Belgium's 0. They have turned over 4 times though. At least one of those was while they were on offense. Well, 2 of them in fact, because Belgium had 2 break chances, but didn't convert either. So France running away with it a bit right now.
We clearly see a difference in the break chances, 7-2, and France took advantage of 5 of those, converting them into breaks. So that is pretty clear when we see also the score gap of 8-3. That is a pretty good gap. Good start for the French on this first half of the game against Belgium. Let's see. I mean, we've seen Belgium wake up later during their game against Germany. So you never know. They still have power. It's more about organization, about focus, I'd say. So let's see how the second half is going to go, what the directives were on the circle.
Yeah, a lot of those turnovers from Belgium that have given France these break chances. As Barbican can't secure that disc. And Belgium get their first break chance of the second half. Go down the far sideline, eating up the yards. Castillo in the backfield. Doesn't have many options to throw to, goes extremely wide to this near side. And a big layout block for France. Saves possession. Alice Samarako for France gets the block. Mondiaux overthrows.
Oh.
Fertigné on that one. Steer now for Belgium. Expansive shot to the far side. She really wound up for this, but sits perfectly down into the front corner of the end zone.
Oh, wow. I really thought that was going to be one of those massive fake, back in when you go like nowhere, actually. You're aiming at nothing and just faking it big. And that really looked like that. And actually, no, that was an actual throw. Straight to the break side. Amazing shot. What a look. Maria Castillo. For who was the receiver of this time?
1 second. It was Silke
de la Fortrie.
De la Fortrie, indeed. And that is a break.
The first break for Belgium. Starting the second half with a break, that is a good way to start the second half, especially when you had a tough one like that on the first part of the game. But it is good to see that they do have the material. We knew that, actually, but we needed to see it while facing this French team, that they still have the mental strength to fight, even though the score gap is getting wider. This is the moment where teams need to show they have the fire within themselves needed for that. And good job.
So, phenomenal start to the second half for Belgium. Let's see if France can respond. Mondiaux, who else? Picking up the disc. Ballet. Langlois. Looks off the upfield to Ballet and goes round to Mondiaux instead. Almost a layup block. Mondiaux immediately throws the disc and gets moving again. Mondiaux once again to the far side for Langlois. Belgium staying tight on defense. Shot into the end zone is complete. Langlois on the far side gets the score for France. And they answer back after that Belgian break.
Indeed, they answered back, showing a clean hold, saying, okay, that might happen, but that is not our regular game. This should not happen again. And they got a clean hold from the French side. Big pressure from Belgium. Nice layout from Anoua. So close to get a block on Mondiaux. Just one finger away. Have another look at this beautiful shot. Straight into the hands of Aurore Langlois, Czech club player on this women's team. It's really good to see some of the young talents from France. They were not so present in the last championships. We didn't see them much in the elite division. I don't know, not hesitating, or there was some were reluctant to go in elite division. Really good to see them, because a lot of talents took part to the U20 championship and won the championship. So it is really good to have them on your team, and I guess France is really happy to have them, count them in their elite teams.
So disc is fielded at the back of the end zone. I didn't see Belgium touch it, so they should be able to bring it to the front, and that is what has been agreed. So Sophie Mattis fielding the disc for Belgium. They swing it across the back of the end zone. Peters. Just working it in the small space, of course. France were in a similar position to this a few points ago and got themselves out of it with an expansive shot to the middle of the field. Let's see if Belgium do the same, or whether they can work amongst themselves, as looks like her foot got trodden on. Brief stoppage for that foul. We're back underway. Belgium going backwards, right at the back of their own end zone now. Horrendous field position. But they're managing to complete passes. Van Vick. Now Belgium are off to the races. France have committed so many defensive resources to that end zone. They leave the rest of the pitch wide open, but no follow-up really from Belgium. Have to go backwards once again. High throw just near side, Van Vick. And France are forcing Belgium back once again. Swing to far side. And this France zone is stifling, but a deep shot goes up. But unfortunately for Belgium, the defense was there.
Baranta with a good read of the disc, positioned herself perfectly.
That upline throw also goes straight to a Belgian defender. They get another chance to secure this offensive hold. Jonas Stansitsa finds a pass upfield. Van der Velde goes to Kromecki. And Kromecki just about secures possession. And a shot into the end zone, slicing through the France defense. And Belgium get their 5th point on the board.
That was not an easy one, but they managed to get it done. Oh, it took a while, some turns, some missed throws, some defenses, but Belgium managed to get a score, another one. As you said, the 5th one for Belgium, 9-5 so far in this game, second half. And yeah, I gotta say it's not looking that easy, but they're making it work. Both teams managed to get turnovers. It's not so obvious of who's going to score. I mean, it's still a pretty tight one.
Both teams having plenty of chances each point. This second half proving to be much closer than the first half, where France ran away with it.
On both sides, we have players missing. The Belgians are missing Perrine de Haas out for this game due to knee injury. She's not able to run properly, taking a rest. On the other side, we have Colin Chartrand for the same reason, also taking a rest. Good players you don't want to miss in your team.
So Stolkan rising for France, throw into space. Mondiaux attacks the disc and collects it. High disc goes over the top. And Babican lays out to collect it, but there is a foul call. Elisabeth Fratinier calling the foul after not being able to make the second attempt because of Lila Petitbon's positioning on the catch. And now there's some discussion about whether the disc was up.
And we will get a replay to have a better look.
Okay, so Babican will maintain possession for France. Goes up line, looking for Mondiaux, but that's an overthrow. And another break chance for the Belgians. Castillo winds up, and of course she throws it. So much space on this near side. Caught on the end zone line. Croquette. Castillo's there, but he's looked off. Belgium go back instead. De La Fontaine. Castillo. All over the pitch at this point. Io throw into the path of Babican, but a pick was called.
I will use this pick to just say, wow! Did you see that throw from Castillo? She just wiped that backhand out of her hand through the arms of the defender to the break side of the pitch. What a shot.
Absolutely fearless break side huck. And that's a block.
And
Castillo.
Hombergen with the block.
Castillo picks up the disc for Belgium. Doesn't have much to throw to. Goes high release to this near side. Croquette.
Stack looks a bit confused. They don't know where to run.
Yeah, Belgium just forced the give go across the front of the end zone now, and that is a drop. De La Fortier unable to come down with it.
One step from the break. One step away.
Step away.
Thanks for that. The voice of Benjamin Yonkers, of course. They were on the sideline to support their Belgian compatriots, but I think they have a game to go play now.
Ooh.
Wow, what a grab. So France. This is an 0 point for them, remember. Looking to extend their lead, keep that 5-point buffer. But both teams give it away immediately. And a timeout is called by Mondiaux.
I think it is a good call. A lot happening, a lot of rushing. Taking some time to think it through.
Yeah, this point has deteriorated, and Mondiaux with the veteran timeout call. So, tense stuff here in the women's division. Belgium looking to come back, but France maintain their lead. 9-8. So we get a little look here into the huddle of the French side. Welcome back to women's division action, France versus Belgium. France just called a timeout and are looking to save this offensive possession. Shot to the end zone, Babican's underneath it and can't quite make the play. Good defensive pressure there from Belgium.
That was a beautiful shot from Orlanglois, just released high enough to fly above all the stack and players. But the Belgian player did get a fingertip on it, just making the disc wobbly enough for the receiver to miss that one. And Castillo again with a big shot.
What else would you expect from Castillo? What a throw that is. Sensational stuff. Well run down by Silke de la Fortier.
Now that is a way to break. Oh my, that backhand shot. We've seen already a few ones like that out of Castillo's hand, but this one was chirurgical, precise. What a shot.
Sensational throw from Maria Castillo.
Amazing, getting into De La Fortrie's hand, I believe. That is some real good ultimate. Love to see these highlights. Almost full field.
Absolutely fearless thrower. And she is making her mark on this game. So pull is up a little bit short. As it is into the wind, and Belgium opting to play a zone. So France have been broken twice this half. Looking to get a few more points on the board. Obviously the advantage is still firmly with them. As Mondiaux swings to Babacan. And over to the far side. Back to Babacan. Slicing shot through the middle, and now France looked for a second like they were going to go, but instead choose to stay patient, stay slow. Mondiaux surveying her options, goes to Babacan, who swings to the far side. It's a bit high, it's a bit far, and the layout grab is not complete. So Belgium once again with a break opportunity. This time they don't have Maria Castillo to yeet the disc as far as possible.
Oh, but they do have other hockeyers on the team. Against the wind, that is a tougher shot to do.
Well, let's see what they can do. High disc brought down by Harris. Goes up line. Manoir, high disc, falls harmlessly to the French defender. And France get another opportunity to hold this 0 point. Nonchalant throwing and catching from Langlois.
I almost thought there was a call or something happening. She looked so annoyed.
She looked disappointed.
Disappointed.
Almost like she doesn't want to be here. Mondiaux had some options going deep, but Holster's veteran move.
Holds it as her own teammates block the hack possibility.
Langlois playing with a little bit more gusto on that throw, but the throw from Mondiaux goes too far. And another break chance for Belgium. Full field to work with though, into the wind.
She was underestimating the pace of the wind and how it can carry the disc further.
Yeah, it was a downwind throw. So Belgium now, hard cut to this near sideline. Well collected by Adveli. And a pick is called. Looks like the disc will stay with Harris. There was potentially a call before the pick that is being signalled as retracted. There's just some discussion as to whether the players will catch up, but disc gets back in. We are back underway. Harris pivoting into the tight mark. Potentially called contact, and then the stall count wasn't reset, so violation is called. That wasn't a pick hand signal, that was a violation hand signal. So Harris finds an option in the backfield. Tight defensive pressure from France. Harris once again. That throw is too low. Nolf cannot collect it, and this point continues. As a reminder, France started on offense after being broken that last point. Mondiaux finds Babacan. Back to Mondiaux. On this near side now to Langlois. Mondiaux once again. And shot to the end zone is complete. And France maintain their lead, 10-6.
They finally scored their offense after a few turns. That was a long point, but France managed to retrieve the disc as needed and scored their 10th point in this game. A second one on the board for the second half. 10-6, still keeping their advantage, but Belgium definitely had their chances for breaks several times. They are fighting for this disc. We see strong defenses really keeping up with every pass.
Well, just as we thought, this game was getting close with Belgium putting up some breaks. France respond with not the cleanest of offensive holds, but they do get the job done and bring themselves within 5 points of the victory. It's looking like a tall order for Belgium to come back in this game, but they have to start by putting in the 0 point. So split stack is the pull play to answer this match defense from France. Nice throw into space, an immediate stall 0 backwards pass. We love to see it. Johannes Stanskova finds Van der Velde. Backwards to Noels. Cheeky little inside shot, and Belgium eating up some yards. Van der Velde. High flick into the inside space.
That was a really nice shot. I like that one to reach the break side, go with the high release flick. Unfortunately, it has to go back to pick.
Yeah. High release flick, fantastic throw, well worth practicing. Particularly going downwind. Is a bit tricky. My advice would be not to grip it too hard. We are back underway. Big around backhand, but France is there to get the block. They were not falling for any more of this break side trickery. And Rollet picks the disc up for France and centres. But once again, France having to work within their own end zone. Strong pressure on defense from this Belgium zone. Drawing everyone in. See if France can maintain their discipline and stay spread out.
Oh, so close to the Callahan.
Some good advice I've heard in the past for how to play out of your own end zone is imagine that the central zone is the end zone you're scoring in. But Belgium's defense suffocates the French, and they will get possession on the front corner.
That is a real stressful situation when you're back in your end zone with a full cup around you to cover any pass you'd like to throw.
Impressive defense from this Belgium O-line. For the shot up line into the end zone, it is complete. There was absolutely zero space to throw to, but they make it work.
Absolutely no space at all. What a tight window. But when you have Komeke as a receiver, you can trust her that she will give all to get that one, whether it is running, stepping in front, laying on, whatever. She's a strong and fast cutter who'll get that score for Belgium, 10-7.
So Belgium still in this game. I must say 10-7 looks a lot better than 10-6.
It's weird, but it does.
They had a chance to make it 9-7.
And with the several turnovers we've already seen and their capacity to turnovers, sorry, I'm attacked by bees. Their capacity to also score the breaks, you know that they can do it. It is possible. You never know which turnover will be a break or not. Both sides managed to get turns, and let's see if France will manage to keep their advantage.
Yeah, both teams far from perfect these last few points, but it has been offensive holds for a little while. Who else but Maria Castillo with the pull for Belgium. So France pick up. Babican streaks up line. The throw doesn't go, and the stall count is now rising for France, but they do send it to Babican. Langlois looking for something in the backfield. Not much movement down space. It goes for the upline shot, and it's overthrown. Belgium with the block.
Too much power on this upline.
So Castillo with the disc. Doesn't have good position to throw a backhand full length of the pitch, so opts to go for a normal forehand to an underneath cut. De La Fortre finds Castillo in the middle. Nicely done. Belgium looking confident. Shot to the end zone.
Ooh. Just tipped, fumbled.
So France saved possession. Shot to the far side. An immediate dump pass back. Babacan now holding the disc. Savage inside break, but goes too high for Samaraco. Belgium now, another chance to break. Keep themselves alive in this game. Castillo looking for the dribble down the far side. She gets the return pass and immediately pumps the backhand into the end zone. It's hanging and floating down in perfectly into the back corner of the end zone. How does she keep doing this?
Oh wow, Marchand with the sky in the end zone. That was a floaty one. And Marchand managed to read it, box out and jump. All of those things perfectly executed to get the score. What a shot. We knew that one was coming, but seeing floated so much, it was hard to know what the outcome will be, and Marchand managed and made sure that her team keeps the disc, and that is a break for Belgium. Now 10-8. The gap is getting smaller, look.
Well, you know what looks a lot better than 10-7? 10-8. They are keeping it close.
Just keep it going.
Maria Castillo is unstoppable so far in the second half, throwing absolute bombs into the end zone.
I mean, there's nothing more that I would like to see than a universe point. I mean, what else? What else? That is the summum of the show. It's the best of the show is the universe point.
And Maria Castillo will once again throw the pull. Downwind this time, all the way into the end zone. Mondio catches. Seen some dropped pulls so far already today on stream, but that one was nice and comfortable. And a first pass, a second pass turnover even for France. Belgium. Massive chance to draw this game almost level. There's a call. This will likely go back.
What a momentum Belgium has right now. I mean,
yes.
It feels that it's pulling France down, like taking their energy and focus.
Belper with the disc. Belgium and throws to Castillo. Anyway. For something downfield. Finds De La Fortre. Castillo. Finds the upline cut to Hombergen, and there's the pass into the end zone. Belgium get their ninth on the board.
And Lou, tell me, what is better than 10-8?
That's a tough question.
I can leave you a few seconds to think about it. It's a tough one indeed. I give you a hint. It starts with 9.
And ends with 9. 10.99, what?
99 indeed.
Wow. We have a game on our hands.
What a break. That was very unexpected from France.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of mistake, they haven't shown any, like, not such mistakes. They were maybe overthrown shots or misexecutions. I don't even know. It's just unexpected.
They are crumbling. For me, it's a mixture of Belgium playing with substantially more confidence and belief, and therefore intensity and pressure on defense, and also France just getting in their own heads a little bit.
They are. What a change of situation. Let's see if Belgium will manage to keep this flow going, this breaks momentum, or is France gonna wake up, get that score on their board?
Well, this is a power line for France. Lots of big names out there. Mondiaux. He looks off the immediate reset and goes downfield. Finds Fresbee, who goes not quite into the end zone for Langlois. But nothing downfield. Big defensive pressure from Belgium. Babican now. Back to Langlois. Infield to Fratinier. Stockout rising. Has Langlois in the back. Still knocking on the door. Shot into the end zone. Mondiaux with the catch and the kick spike. And France stem the bleeding.
What a leg stretch from Langlois to reach that very low release of a backhand for a score to Mondiaux. Mondiaux, unusual to see her being the scorer, rather being the assister, if we can call it that way. But good to see she's everywhere. I mean, nice, good upline, and the job is done. And a score for France, 11-9. They stop the bleeding, as you say. Make sure to put a score on this board.
Well, and Mondiaux came into this game with 20 assists and only 2 goals.
So one more goal on her stats.
Two assists already this game as well.
Let's see if this was enough to stop that momentum of Belgium, or are they just gonna score that offense and keep doing breaks? At least we were on a good path here to get closer and closer to a universe point, which I'm really excited about.
We are always out here rooting for good ultimate, exciting ultimate, tense ultimate. And Belgium looked like they were not going to give us that in the first half, but their second half performance has been absolutely stunning. Let's see what they have in store for us at this point. Working it round the back. You'd be forgiven for thinking this was a zone defense from France, the way that Belgium were playing against it, but it is match. Belgium just staying patient. Shot into the middle now. Van der Velde. And just rush that around backhand break pass. Sails over the head. And France get a rare break opportunity in this second half. Belgium playing with the zone despite starting on offense. So this is something they did in that previous point where France were forced back into their own end zone. France managing to play out of their own end zone this time. They're trapped on that far sideline. Swing into the middle now. There's a call.
We got a call on the field.
Injury, it looks like.
That does look like the injury signal, but I don't see who went out.
It was Van Vick who left the pitch, and Castillo will replace her. Castillo been resting for the last couple points. Belgium realizing that they need her at her best towards the end of this game. So, Rollet jumps backwards and gets it straight back. France on this near side. Rollet looking Again, a bit disappointed at her teammates in the rest of the field. Nothing really to throw to. And France being forced back once again. This does tend to happen when you have 4 handlers back with the disc against the zone. Not a lot to throw to downfield. If you don't get a break through the zone by going sideways, you're unlikely to be able to go through it.
I still think it's better to have more people in the handling zone than the cutting zone. It's very hard to reach for the cutters. You don't need that many of them. Once the hole is made, you just continue going.
Well, France managing to string lots of passes together, but Belgium are slowing them down significantly.
For sure.
Here's a bit of a break through the zone. Well recovered from Belgium, though. And France have to continue swinging it around the back. Good fake into the middle, and there's the overthrow. It was going to come eventually. Castillo picks up.
That is exactly what Belgium was waiting for. That mistake that might happen after so many passes.
So Kromike finds Castillo in space. Near side pass to Johannes Stanskova. It's good defense from France. But an excellent around backhand break. Opens up the field for Belgium. They have to go backwards though. And an inside break. That is intelligent stuff from Kromike. Went for the around break to start and then went for the inside flick break to finish.
What amazing inside shot by Kromike to get straight into the hands of Noels. I mean, we've seen Peters also faking that one, looking for the inside, the outside, whatever could reach those players on the break side. And Kromike came with that crazy inside sidearm. Very low release to just avoid the mark. What a shot. Beautiful score. That is the offense scored for Belgium. 11-10. Still a very tight game. That comeback was really what they needed for the spirit, for the score. Simply like, you need these points. Let's have another look. Respecters faking that corner and Kromike finding the perfect shot to put it in the hands of Noels. Amazing shot. Players showing off their skills and toolbox on our live stream. A pleasure. Give us your best shots. We love to see that. Let us know what you think about this. Friends and family at home watching us.
So the pressure is mounting on France now. They had a 5-point lead at halftime. They now only have a 1-point lead. And they failed to get the break on that previous attempt. Mondiaux goes into the middle for Fratigné. Far side. Slowly but surely eating up the yards. They seem to play much better against Belgium's match defense. And a massive layout block. Matisse for Belgium, making the plays. Bergen. Matisse, who got that block, goes up line, and there's the shot to the end zone. Castillo underneath it this time. Can she get there? Yes, she can. That is yet another break for Belgium. They level the score 11-all.
What a shot, what a defense, what a shot, what a break, what a catch, everything. This is crazy, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. Whatever is happening here is amazing. I mean, that shot, that was Eva Maxson with a great sidearm straight to the end zone to Maria Castillo. I thought at first that was a laser that she would need to lay out, but actually this is perfectly put. This shot is clinical, amazing how precise, and it is 11-11, tied game after this other break by Belgium. Timeout is taken by France, I imagine, I assume.
Yes. Well, the Belgians look ecstatic, the French look shocked. They don't know what is happening to them. So we see the score and assist there. But as the players take a quick break, so will we. Don't go anywhere. The conclusion of this game will be back after this. Well, it didn't look like it at half, but we have a game on our hands. Lou Burgess alongside Charlotte Terrasson for this women's division power pool matchup between Belgium and France. 11 apiece. Absolutely stunning second half from the Belgium side. They looked absolutely ecstatic during that timeout break. France need to come up with something. Massive pull once again from Maria Castillo. Mondio collects comfortably. No fear catching that pull. And it's a zone once again from Belgium. Bit too aggressive though, as Mondio gets bumped into. Understandably calling the foul. Check back in. Belgium back in their own end zone once again. Not sure how that wasn't a turnover, but France maintained possession. But pushed back into their own end zone once again. Intelligent shot through the zone from Mondio. Finding the gaps. She is going to be a pivotal player if France are to take this victory, given how well Belgium are playing.
I mean, if there is one player you can count on to get out of this situation, it is Mondio.
Big deep shot goes up, acres of space, but Castillo is there, almost threw the disc back up into the air somehow. I'd have backed Petitbon to catch it if she did, but instead, Belgium shooting the other way, straight into the end zone. The disc is there and just about caught. But was it in the end zone? We'll have to take another look at this. France are calling it out.
Maybe we have another shot at this catch.
Matisse
have another look.
Is the player on the end of it for Belgium. Well, they've agreed to turn. I mean, Mondio had fantastic perspective. It's a little bit
That
difficult.
is actually what we're looking at on the replay. That is the whole question of it. So, thank you, Arthur, for your opinion. So, we don't really know, and people will have to decide on the pitch what they want to call.
It was very close. The French defenders had a fantastic view of it. Better view than our cameras had. So Still discussing it on the sideline. There is a photographer there. Apologies, photographer, I don't know your name off the top of my head. I should have asked earlier. She got an excellent snap of us though, Charlotte. Or she might have if our camera operator Eris didn't get in the way. So, turnover.
So it is a turnover accepted. And disc back in possession of the French.
Mondiaux centers the disc. And France, once again, have some questions to answer. This zone suffocating from Belgium. Mondiaux slicing through the middle once again. This time finds Petitbon without Castillo getting in the way. But that disc sails too high, and I can't quite catch it.
You're so close, Luke, so
I was close, I tried.
Your time will come, no worries.
I do have a laptop in my hands to worry about. Maxon goes straight up line. Castillo's there on the end zone line. And there's the shot into the end zone. And Belgium, for the first time since the score was 0-1, take the lead in this game.
What a massive comeback. That is impressive. Again, a laser from Eva Maxon to Maria Castillo just in front of the end zone. 2 steps from the goal, and that last shot to get another break, taking advantage for the first time in this game. Let's have a replay of Eva Maxon with the disc. Stuck on the sideline, but found Maria Castillo in front of the end zone. Faking it, waiting for the right option, and the right option is there, and she is called Esther van Veek.
Shame about all the players encroaching on the sideline shot. Have to start playing that Finney ad again.
What a game do we have here? We're asking for a universe point, and we're having such a thrilling comeback.
Belgium are not interested in universe point, Charlotte. They want to end this as soon as possible.
I mean, look at this second half.
Ridiculous.
Our stats are showing green all over the scores for Belgium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 breaks in the second half. I mean, that is exactly what France did in the first one.
3 scores in the second half for France. That is it. No breaks. Belgium are running away with this one. All the momentum, all the confidence is with them. And France need to start getting some points on the board. Babican looking downfield. The volume from the Belgium sideline is deafening. You can probably hear it through our microphones. Tense moments now as France edge ever closer to the end zone. Mondiaux looking for something, shoots into the end zone, big defensive pressure, but Fratinier gets the score for France, and they level it at 12 apiece, but they will need a break if they want to take this game, Charlotte.
Yes, this is good to stop the break, all the breaks of the Belgians. Having your own goal scored is a good start. Nice tying up, 12-12. But indeed, this is not enough. If France want to win this game, they have to at least score 1 break. Because now Belgium is with the advantage. They are standing on offense right now, 12-12. And 15 minutes left on the time. Have another look at this French score. Mondiaux with the disc. Telling players where to run, where she wants them to be for the goal, and Anse Frétinier replied to that call and arrived in the end zone right where Mondiaux could release that disc.
So just a reminder what is on the line in this game. This is a power pool game. Both of these teams are guaranteed to make it into the bracket. The question is who will have the favorable quarterfinal. The winner of this gets the easier game and the bragging rights at the tournament for now. So Belgium, first time on offense in a little while. After they got 2 breaks in a row before getting scored on in that last point. Peters goes upfield to Van Vick. Peters. Infield. Slowly but surely making ground. Van Vick with the disc once again. Shoots to the far side. Raybrook. Back to Chomike. France's defensive pressure mounting. Belgium slowly but surely making progress. But France are doing a good job to keep them trapped on that far sideline.
I was about to say that the pressure is increasing on the field.
But there's the breakout pass, almost behind, but well collected by Peters. Van der Velde goes backwards. Chomike looking into the end zone, goes far side, it's hanging high and over the head of Raybrook.
I actually thought she would go for the inside shot as she did earlier. I thought to see that look, but no, decided to go for the outside one. But this one is tougher to put with the wind. It won't go straight to where you wanted it to fly. It's not a sharp inside, it is more of a floaty outside. And now France is back with a break opportunity.
Break opportunity, but they're facing this Belgium zone once again, and they are being pushed back into the end zone. But Mondiaux is on the pitch, and she has been slicing this zone apart, finding gaps left, right, and center. Let's see if she can do the same at this point. They're out of the end zone now, though. Goulet goes backwards. Goulet. France being pushed back ever so slightly. Martin with the disc now. Mondiaux was lurking on that far sideline for a while, but sees that her teammates are having some trouble and decides to get back involved with the action. Standing right next to the thrower. But a high disc, Callahan available, but France safe possession. The wind is picking up. High discs will get eaten up if the throwers aren't careful. Very, very tight cup from Belgium, keeping France pinned back. You have to think if they don't find a way out soon. A turnover is inevitable. Slicing pass through the middle. There is a call though. Maëlle Valentin.
What a dangerous zone situation. That trap there, blocking everything. A cup in the end zone. This is very tough to get out. And that beat on the disc. Oh my God, we're so close to it. Callahan. The pressure is huge. Van der Velde almost had that one, but there is a call on this play. Valentin calling a foul?
Yes, or a strip. A strip is just a type of foul, but either way.
And we have a cute little kiss cam.
Eurodisc kiss cam.
Let's
having
see.
a look. So an agreement has been reached. Looks like it will be a turnover. So clean block by Van der Velde. Shame she didn't catch it.
That was the opportunity of a lifetime opportunity on streaming at EUC to get a Callahan. Oh my God.
So Peters with the disc for Belgium. Has an isolation at the front and lefty back end into the end zone, gets it done.
That is a hold for Belgium. It feels like another break, but it is actually a hold. France managed to get that this almost got their break for retrieving advantage, but no, Belgium is really putting up a big pressure with this zone defense, especially in the end zone. France having to work against the wind. That is a very tough position. Belgium doing a great work
Well, France running out of time. Belgium 2 points away from the victory.
2 points away and not much time left. We got 9 minutes left into this game.
It will likely be a game to 15, but the question is who will have the advantage going into cap. If Belgium get a break here, it might be all but over. Whereas if France hold, they have the chance to get the one break they need to win this game. It's been an absolutely stunning second half. So pull goes up, is caught by Langlois. Goes far side. It looked for a second like France was setting up a deep cut, but instead Barbican catches the disc on that far side, goes, shoots into the end zone. The block is there. Fantastic pressure from the Belgians. They have a chance to get the break and put themselves on game point.
What a block from Belpaire. I mean, that is, again, a break opportunity for Belgium. They didn't have much in the first half. Now they're just drowning in breaks opportunities.
Stunning performance from Belgium in the second half. Belpaire, she's the one that got the block. What can she do with the disc in her hands? Castillo finds Belpaire, who immediately launches a backhand to the end zone, but Babican is there. Lots of contact. Looks like the players are okay, although there is an injury call potentially on the force.
Yeah, we heard a impact noise earlier before the release of this huck. Apparently everything's okay.
So the play will stand. Disc with Babican, but an injury call from France.
It's getting intense on the pitch. A lot of pressure, a lot of contact, really intense on each.
Annie-Cécile Fratigné will be replaced by Lié Raymondeau. And the disc is with Babican. So France save possession and save the opportunity to hold this O point. They're working hard downfield. High disc is tipped and somehow caught. The replacement, Raymondeau, saving possession for France, but it's immediately given away. That disc sailing nowhere near any receiver. And Belgium have a full pitch to work with.
Yeah, great reflex by Raymondeau to get a second attempt on that disc to save it. Unfortunately thrown away. Miscommunication maybe between both French players. Valet looking for Le Borgne for that huck. Apparently Le Borgne had other plans in mind. Now Belgium back with a break disc in their possession.
Pick called. This will go back to Belpaire. Della 4-3, suspiciously free. Some discussion about what the stall should be. Belpaire finds Maxon. Layout from Belgium does not save possession, and Mondiaux immediately picks up, gets it moving for France. Shot into the end zone. It's floating a bit high, but it is caught comfortably by Langlois. And France save possession and make it 13-all.
Nice attempt by Belpaire to save that disc, throwing herself to the ground to try to catch it. Just not enough, and a very fast counter-attack by France, losing no time. They are in front of their end zone. They need to score ASAP. And this is what they did. Mondio picked it up quickly and pass it, giving, going with a confused defense, not set up yet. Oh, Langlois for the score. And France tying up by scoring their offense. We are 13-13. Oh my gosh, this is getting so close to the end, and the score is still so tight. I love what is happening here. 4 minutes left.
Well, this is the position France needed to put themselves in. They had to hold that previous point. And now 2 opportunities to get the break on Belgium. So this goes up. Lands on the far sideline. French defense does get there for the centering pass. Let's see what Belgium had drawn up. Bit of a side stack pull play, it looks like. This goes up, pressure underneath it, and it immediately grabbed in the end zone.
No!
Sensational play from Esther van Wyk.
How did she casually get that one? What a shot by Krumeke again with an outside this time, big outside, big hug, using that wind in their advantage, shooting straight to the end zone. And what a catch by Esther van Wyk. One-hand catch as if there was no defense around her. Wow, I mean, that was a super cool catch. Just for the cameras, for the fans and family at home.
Looked like she was just throwing around with her friends there. Casually sticking a hand up and bringing it down as we get another look at this deep shot. Really nice. Well set up pull play from Belgium. So casual. Just had the right position the whole time. And that is an emphatic response from Belgium. They are 1 point away. France need to hold this to send it to Universe.
I mean, the way they score also is such amazing throws, both sides. I mean, they are just not scoring in a, let's say, the safest way. They do provide some cool moves, cool shots, cool cuts.
Well, Belgium brought themselves back into this game with some expansive throwing. And it looks like they want to finish this game with some expansive throwing as well. Mondio for France. Most important offensive hold of the game. And in a point block. Oh! Sophie Matisse denies the French.
A second block for Matisse, and what a cool second one. A hand block on the sideline. France trapped, couldn't get out of this situation. And now the Belgians have the winning disc in hand.
Maxon goes in field to Kromke. Stall count rising. Does find an option on stall 9. Delafour 3. Goes back. And a slicing inside shot to Delafour 3 once again. And not sure what happened there, but uncontested foul seems reasonable. And a timeout is called. Belgium have absolutely stunning field position with a chance to take the game. And given that there was a stoppage anyway, sensible decision.
Seems to me as well. They could end this game now and end up second of their pool, knowing that Italy beat Sweden 15-9. Game is already over for a little while now. So the winner of this game will end up second of their pool, while Sweden is last of this pool.
So, tense moments at the end of this game. France looking to play the defense of their lives to stay alive in this one, but Belgium on the precipice of taking the game. So we've spoken about funky starts from static so far in this game. Here's another one for you. 3 players across the back of the end zone, 3 players across the handler space, and 1 in the middle. Let's see what France do to respond. De la 4-3 with the disc for Belgium. Disc is checked in. This is for the game. Cromiquet gets the disc and throws back to De la 4-3. Fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Reset defense. But Belgium maintain possession. Upfield now. Maxon. Back to Cromiquet. Big swing. Looking to open up the field. Maxon comes near side. Cromiquet once again. Manages to throw past the outstretched mark. Maxon goes back up line to Cromiquet. Just these two working amongst themselves. Nice IO shot into the middle of the field and continuation to the far side. Maxon looking to end the game. Fires it into the end zone for the score. The timeout call worked. The comeback is complete. And Belgium take the game 15-13.
That's the word. As you say, the comeback is complete. What a crazy game. What a comeback.
So we look at a replay of this final possession. Just stretching the defense and a sneaky little inside shot to end it.
These inside shots are mortal, I mean fatal, I don't know how to say. They just kept breaking and throwing to free players on the break side with this inside shot. Look at this one from Maxon for the last goal of the game, finishing, completing, as you said. Look, this comeback, amazing comeback from Belgium on this second half. That is crazy what just happened, what we just witnessed, saying that it takes a lot of mental strength to come back. They were down 8-3, started the second half 8-3. What mental strength that takes. This is impressive.
So we do have an interview with Maria Castillo, the player who made the comeback happen.
Oh, really?
I would say.
Thank you.
Primero, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien. So 8-3 at half. What happened in the first half?
I don't know. We just didn't manage to click and to make the passes happen. And I think it was a little bit windy, so yeah, we struggled a little bit. But at the end, I think we kind of managed to make it happen, put the fire up, and what the hell was the game, right?
What was spoken about during that halftime break? Anything in particular?
Just enjoy the game and play it like, you know, sometimes it doesn't matter if you win or lose a game. It's just what matters that you enjoy it and that you are happy with what you did in the field. So we just talk about it and to just enjoy yourselves.
So there was no particular plan for you to just put up massive backhands perfectly into the corners of the end zone?
Well, if I have the wind on my favor, just hook it. That's the
I don't
instruction
think
of the
you always
coach.
had the wind in your favor. I think you threw some upwinds as well.
A few.
Well, fantastic performance. Is there
Thank
anyone
you.
else on the team you'd like to shout out?
Oh, well, all of them, but Ella particularly is there as well with amazing catches. Eva, Silke that caught my catches. Like, no, in reality, I can't mention the 22 players we have. And yeah, but all of them.
Well, well played. Congratulations on the win. And
Thank you very
best
much.
of luck for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, we'll try our best.
Great
Thank
comeback.
you. Yeah, congrats. Thank you.
Well, what a game that was. Huge comeback from the Belgians. They take second place in this power pool and the favourable position going into bracket play. Stay tuned to see what happens in pre-quarters and quarters later on this week. But for now, one round left today. Open division action coming up next, but before that, let's take a look at the game stats.
So as we see the stats change a little bit, number of turns are lower on the Belgian side on this whole game than the French one, which is completely different than before. And the break chances, I mean, this speaks by itself. If you remember the stats from the first half, it is crazy, the difference.
Yeah, ridiculous performance from Belgium in the second half. It looked all but over, but they made it happen.
To have this mental strength already on the we're the fourth day of the championship. Mentality of the players, like they're getting tired. They're getting not only physically but mentally. You have to focus so much on every game, but not only the games, also how to get to the fields, what to eat, and all this stuff. All these little things to think about makes you really tired during a championship week. And on the fourth day, it's the moment you really get to feel it. And Belgium being able to still gather the focus and strength, fire, passion, everything to give that massive comeback, that is amazing.
So as the highlights play out, don't go anywhere. We've got two more games left for you today. On this pitch, Great Britain versus Switzerland, and on the other pitch, Germany versus Sweden, and that will round it out for the rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Lou Burgess, joined by Charlotte Terrasson, and we'll see you for the next one.
Be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. I ain't got no time for romance, but baby I don't want to lead you on. Not looking for something steady, not ready for that. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. Ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, Ultimate.
So baby, put the record